This is Professor L.V. Gaikwad's English Literature Web. I am Professor L.V. Gaikwad. I request you first to share, like and subscribe my channel. Today we are discussing on the concept of a main hero. A hero in novel. What is the actual concept we are going to see in detail. Hero is the word which shows a good person of good qualities. Now it is very clear that if that person or that character is the hero in the novel, that hero is really a good person, ideal person. He has principles. He lives his life with principles. He lives his life with good qualities, and he does not like the bad qualities because he wants to do something for his qualities, for his idealism, or for his society. That is called the hero, or we can call him or her an ideal hero or heroine. He struggles totally against the bad customs in society. The main thing here to discuss is that he struggles only for the bad things in society, bad customs in society, bad rules and regulations in society, because everything comes from society and the life has been given by the society, or the society has given the life to a person, and that's why this society is the fabric or foundation of life, and that's why this hero comes from the society and he wants to improve his society. He wants to do something for his people in society because there are some bad rules, bad customs, bad traditions are there, and he wants to give justice to his society or to his people by struggling. And that's why here is the explanation that this hero or this heroine struggles totally against the bad customs in society. He or she means the main hero is he or she, means she is the woman or she is the man. So he or she is the imaginary character. Remember, there are the heroes in society, but that hero in the reality we cannot see, but we have seen those heroes in the name of the social workers, in the name of the political leaders, but the real heroes are very rare, means they are not more in quantity, and that's why this society has gone completely with faults or with follies or with bad qualities, and that's why the writers came ahead and they brought their literature and they took the characters imaginary, and that's why the main hero is also the imaginary character picturized by the novelist, because in the society there are many bad things and nobody works for those bad things, or nobody wants to cancel or rule out those bad qualities from the society, and that's why the novelist or the writer doesn't like such bad customs and traditions and rules and regulations in the society, and that's why the novelist writes his novel, and in that novel he takes the main hero, and that main hero is the imaginary character by that novelist. But that imaginary character means that hero or heroine behaves like a true man in the novel. Actually, the novelist has created the hero or the heroine very imaginary, means they are the imaginary characters, means they are not the real characters, but these imaginary characters work or perform their activities in the novel like the real persons, because the motto of the writer, the motto of the novelist is to vindicate or to lift up the good qualities in the society and to protest the bad qualities in the societies. And that's why the hero is nothing but the representation or representative of the novelist, and that's why the novelist creates the imaginary character of the main hero or heroine, but he wants to cancel those bad rules and bad customs from the society, because it is the mind of the writer, because the writer has seen every bad custom in the society, and the writer cannot do anything because people are against him, or suppose one man cannot do against many persons or the group of people, and that's why the writer writes the imaginary character as hero and heroine, and he criticizes or he wants to cancel, wants to rule out all the bad qualities or all the bad follies or all the bad customs and traditions from his society, and that's why he creates the imaginary hero or the heroine. Therefore he is called the main hero. So this hero is called the main hero, or this heroine is called the main heroine in the novel or drama or any kind of piece we can see. Classical and modern literatures have shown these heroes, these main heroes in their literary pieces. Now, if we extend or if we want to study in detail the concept of this main hero, then we can see that there are the two types of literatures. One is the modern literature and the second is the classical literature. So in these two literatures, they have shown the hero and the heroines very nicely, and they have tried or they have attempted, means these novelists have attempted to go against the bad qualities in the society, because their main hero is ideal hero, or the purpose of the novelist is also ideal, and that's why in the modern literature as well as in the classical literature such type of heroes we have seen. So next is, he has come from Oedipus or Odysseus, means hero in Odyssey by Homer, means this concept have come to us from Oedipus and Odysseus. That is the point. Next, Hamlet by Shakespeare, means we have got the concept of the main hero by Shakespeare, that is the Hamlet is the main hero, then Oedipus, then Odysseus, means all these characters are the representations of the main heroes. And then to the modern drama heroes. Now see, today we are living the modern life, and the total literature is modern, and that's why now in the modern literature the main hero is modern, but still this main hero or heroine are struggling against the bad traditions in the society, and but actually this main hero has come to us from the Oedipus and Odysseus and Shakespeare. That is, we have taken the example of Hamlet, Oedipus and Odysseus. So from those main characters we have seen the main heroes or the modern heroes today in the modern literature, and that's why today in the modern drama the heroes are present. We can take the example of Willy Loman. Willy Loman is the example, that is the that is the best main characters in the modern literature. The main hero involves in adventurous, dangerous things. What is the quality of the main hero? The quality of the main hero is very great because this main hero involves himself in the adventurous or dangerous qualities or wars. Wars means fights. He fights only. He goes on war only. He likes only the adventures. He likes only the dangerous things. So we can take here the example of the Ramayana and Mahabharata. Then we find that really the main hero involves in the adventures or in the dangerous things or wars or problems in the society. It means that this main hero is always involves himself in all the problems of the society because he struggles only for the problems in the society. He is extraordinary. It means that this hero is very clever. He is very extraordinary, means he is not a common man. He is not an ordinary character. He is very extraordinary, means he is very brilliant, intelligent. That is the main hero. And that's why it is said that he is extraordinary by reason and robust by physique. Robust by physique means this hero or this heroine are very strong by body and they are very robust in working. Means they are very adventurous, they are very brave in their activities, and that's why they are called the robust by physique. He wants or she wants to give justice to goodness. Means this main hero or this main heroine both want always to give justice to goodness, means idealism. He goes or she goes into the bad matters, means this hero or this heroine, because they are the men and they did not like the bad qualities, the bad things in society, and that's why he or she, means they both go into the bad matters in detail. In detail means they go into the depth of those bad matters. They go into the root of these bad matters and they do not think, means without thinking they do. What will happen? They do not think, because they are the main heroes and they struggle only for their principle, for their idealism, and that's why they do not think of the result. Means what will be the result? They do not think, means without thinking of himself or herself, they both go into the root of the bad qualities and they protest those bad qualities because they want to destroy all these qualities, bad qualities from the societies. They do not think of their own families, they do not think of their own lives, or they do not think of their own relatives, because they struggle only for their principles or they struggle only for their good qualities. Because actually we can say here that they are the messengers of God, because they feel themselves that they have come from God and they will do everything as the wish of God or as per the wish of the God. Finally, he or she, means the main hero, kills the badness, or she kills the badness in the society, or there is the villain. The second character is there, and that second character is the villain character, and always that villain brings the badness into society, and that badness is destroyed finally by the main hero or the main heroine, and the power of that villain is ended by them, and this is the success, or this is the victory of the main hero or the main heroine. And in this way, by killing that villain or by destroying the bad power of that villain, they give justice to goodness. They give justice to goodness only, means they they live their life only for their principles, means they live their life only for goodness. They do not, if we imagine, then we can say that they do not live for people, because people do not live for principles, and that's why they do not live for people. They live for their principles and they die for their principles. It means that finally these two main heroes, or main heroine or a main hero, die for their goodness. Means they are born for goodness and they kill themselves for goodness. That is the concept of the main hero. And truth, and they always struggle for truth and goodness, but he or she has to sacrifice much in turn of it, because this hero is like us, this heroine is like us, means they are men, they are also men, she is a woman, he is a man, and like us they have also the family, and so they do not think of their family, they do not think of their life, and that's why they sacrifice too much for their principles. Means really speaking, these main heroes or heroines are the men of principles, men of goodness, moralism, and that's why they sacrifice too much things for their principles. The main hero plays and struggles to his victory or sometimes death finally. Means the main hero, the main heroine struggles for their victory and finally they die also to acquire their victory. The modern hero is complex with dilemma. And now this modern society is very much problematic society. There are many problems, mentally problems, or there are many streams of thinking in this modern world, and that's why the concept of the modern hero is completely changed, and that's why the modern hero of this modern world is very complex with dilemma. Dilemma means this hero is always living in the two type of things. Means at a time he has two thoughts, or he has the dilemma. Dilemma means what? Suppose if we take the example of Hamlet, there is the dilemma before Hamlet, to be or not to be. Means I should live my life or I should kill my life. That is the dilemma, and such type of dilemma is always there with the modern hero, because modern hero is always complex and this modern world is always complex. He or she, means this modern hero or the modern heroine are always in dilemma. Means they always face dilemma, because dilemma is their life, because at a time there are two or three works are there on their parts, and that's why they are always in dilemma. Dilemma means they cannot decide exactly what they should do or what they should not do, and by this method they come into the dilemma and always they live in dilemma, because after all they are the common people like us. Means we are the people, they are also the people, that's why they are common, and because of that commonness they are always in the dilemma. He shows or she shows tragic comic situations, means in the life of the heroine, in the life of the hero, always there are the comic things, there are the tragic things, as we see that our life is also full of some laughter or full of some unhappiness. In this way their life is the same. It means that this hero and this heroine are nothing but they are the representatives of our society. Means the literature is the mirror to society. That is the thing which we have seen. So he shows or she shows the tragic thing, comic things in their lives or in his life or in her life. Due to tragic life they come into the problems and they come into the absurdities, and because of the goodness they also have some good experiences in their life. thus the story is zero without the main hero. So we can say that this story or the story of the novel is nothing if there is no hero or heroine. Means if there is no main hero or the heroine, then the life of that novel is zero. It has come as classical term from the epic Iliad, that is Gilgamesh. What is the explanation? This term or this concept has come as classical term from the epic Iliad, that is Gilgamesh. That is the point. So this main hero is the prince, the king and the nobleman. He has the haughtiness of his birth. Actually, what is the weakness of this main hero? The weakness of this main hero is that he has the haughtiness of his birth, because he is a king by birth, he is the prince by birth, or he is the nobleman by birth. That's why he feels that he is the noble person. He feels that he is the prince, or he feels that he is the king, and that's why this is his haughtiness. Haughtiness means this is his, I will say, weakness. He should not understand like this, but he understands like this, and that's why this haughtiness or this weakness kills such characters, and the main hero and the main heroine die in the end of the novel also. And that's why we can say that they live for their only purpose or only for their haughtiness. For example, the Greek Achilles. So this is the example which we can give. This main hero or this main heroine works for dangerous adventures on war, we have seen actually. So he or she are loved by their friends and they are hated by their enemies. So they are also like our life, means in our life also we are loved by our good friends and we are hated by our bad friends. In this way, this main hero and the heroine are loved by their friends and hated by their enemies. That is the point. And this main hero or this main heroine performs skillful activities like actions, honor, and dies for the purpose only. Means this main hero or the main heroine only die for their purpose, and they are always in the activities like actions, honor, means they are always behind adventurous activities, and that's why they perform the miraculous activities, and these miraculous activities make them very famous, and that's why many people love them and many people, means villains, hate them. That is the particular thing behind these main characters. Thus the main hero follows revolution, means always this main hero follows the revolution, means this main hero always brings the revolution. He wants the change in the society, or he wants to change the bad quality in the society, and that's why the main hero brings always revolution, and he turns always bad things into good things, and he always brings the idealism, or she always brings the idealism into the society. Here today we have seen the concept of the main hero or the concept of the hero in the novel, and in the next part we will see the next concept. Here I am Professor L.V. Gaikwad. Again requests you to share, like and subscribe my channel. Thank you very much.